This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is Ellen K. Powell. She is the former CEO of Reddit.com, who is now finding herself in some very hot water after revealing on Twitter that she knew that Ghislaine Maxwell was procuring young girls for sex as far back as 2011, and she said nothing about it. This is the tweet in question, where somebody said, I used to be kind of sad that I wasn't ever cool enough to get invited to some parties that people I know were invited to, but now I'm super thankful that I've never accidentally had a photo of me taken with Ghislaine, to which Ellen K. Powell responded, she was at the Kleiner holiday party in 2011, but I had no desire to meet with her, much less have a photo taken with her. We knew about her supplying underage girls for sex, but I guess that was fine with the cool people who managed the tightly controlled guest list. And just like that, right on cue, wouldn't you know it, she went ahead and locked her account, so all the tweets are now protected and can't be seen. But thankfully, due to the Internet Archive, we have the entire thread here, which led to her deleting her account. So we're going to go through all of this today. We're also going to take a look at some of the past examples of people who knew, like this ABC News insider who was caught on the hot mic saying we had Clinton, we had everything, as per this Project Veritas expose. We'll also take a quick look at some of the other people who are being implicated here as per Epstein's Black Book, and who may currently be shaking in their boots about the arrest of Ghislaine Maxwell. So we're going to cover all that and much more. But before we do, I'd ask that you check us out here at pressfortruth.ca patreon.com/pressfortruth. This is where you can sign up for a membership, $5 a month, $10 a month, $15 a month. Any amount helps. It's greatly appreciated. As you may have known, we're currently completely demonetized on YouTube, so we rely on support coming directly from you, the viewers. If you appreciate my efforts to bring you the information that I do on this channel, please consider becoming a PFT patron today. Links are on the screen or in the description below. All right, so as per this Zero Hedge article, we're going to take a look and see. It says ex-Reddit CEO claims she knew about Ghislaine Maxwell supplying underage girls for sex in 2011, then locks her Twitter account. Former Reddit CEO Ellen K. Powell admitted in a Sunday night tweet that she knew about Jeffrey Epstein's Madame Ghislaine Maxwell procuring underage girls as far back as 2011. Now let's look at it from the horse's mouth. Let's see the thread that led her to realizing she's made a huge mistake. So we see here, she says she was at the party in 2011, but I had no desire to meet with her, much less have a photo taken with her. We knew about her supplying underage girls for sex, but I guess that was fine with the cool people who managed the tightly controlled guest list. She then tries to kind of retract on that, knowing that perhaps she just revealed herself here as potentially a witness in this case. It says here, to be clear, the press had described her as supplying underage girls for sex, but she had not been charged. So I guess it would be more accurate to say we suspected versus we knew, trying to distance herself from it. And the comments started coming in, folks. Just delete the comment already. Sorry, but it sounds like you were fine with it too. This person says, you all knew? Wait, what? Even in the room when she was a child, everyone in the room knew she was a child sex trafficker and no one in the room objected to her presence? This guy says, Woody Allen still gets invited to parties, you know? The nonchalance of this statement is just sickening. Good attempt at a recovery statement, but this whole class continues to turn the other way on those sickos, and that's the big problem, guys. Counting down the minutes until this is deleted. Boy, oh boy, was that person right. Archive and screenshot. People did that. Oof. Sounds like you're associating with some pretty cool people. And just like that, after the thread took that turn, she went ahead and locked out the Twitter account so nobody could no longer see what she was saying. Now, granted, she is sitting here saying perhaps she suspected it and didn't necessarily know it, but come on, suspecting it is enough to speak out sometimes, especially to the authorities. If you highly suspect somebody of engaging in that type of activity, why would you not speak out about it? Could it be so that you want to maintain your public image, you want to maintain the current paycheck you are getting? I think that's a big problem with what we're having in regards to this case, because a lot of people know what's going on. Look at the case with Harvey Weinstein, the now infamous sex scandal in Hollywood. Lots of people knew about that, guys. There were a lot of Hollywood insiders who knew all about Harvey Weinstein, but none of them spoke up. He is now doing a lot of time. Had some of those people spoke up a little earlier, some of those rapes may have been stopped. And these are the type of people who are the problem by just simply staying silent. Now, as I said, this is an interesting video that came out last year by Project Veritas. This is a news anchor who was caught on a hot mic saying they had it all. Check this out.
I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me everything. She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton. We had everything. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it. I'm so pissed right now. Like, every day I get more and more pissed because I'm just like, oh my God, what we had was unreal. Other women backing it up. Hey, yep. Brad Edwards, the attorney, 3 years ago, saying there will come a day when we will realize Jeffrey Epstein was the most prolific pedophile this country has ever known. I had it all 3 years ago.
Now, ABC News has been covering that up effectively, like not allowing that reporter to put that information out there. But it seems to me from that particular hot mic incident, she seemed almost more concerned with the fact that she didn't get to break the story, rather than the fact that she didn't, get it out there so the authorities could stop this 3 years ago. She seems more concerned that she didn't get all the accolades, she didn't get all the praise for breaking the story. And again, that goes to show what some of the issues are here. When people know about these things and they don't say so, it's what leads to these people being able to continue doing what they do. This is an image that's recently been going around. I haven't fully confirmed that every single one of these faces is in Epstein's Black Book, but I recognize a lot of them as from when I had looked through his Black Book a while ago. See a lot of familiar faces here. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check that out. Of course, it's not just celebrities. You have a lot of politicians that are showing up in this as well, like on the top row here, Cuomo, Bloomberg, Clinton. The list goes on and on. So again, I'll put a link to this one in the description, this one in the description, and it shows, just who may be some of these other people out there right now who are currently mum on the subject, staying very silent, just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with Ghislaine. Well, look, if they know something, they need to say something. And they need to say it now, when they know about it, not 9 years later. Like in the case of Ellen K. Powell. She knew about it in 2011, and she didn't say anything about it until now. So brave of her to come out now that Ghislaine has been arrested. No, she should have said something about this a long time ago. And as she said, whether she knew it or she suspected she knew it, that's enough to raise this to the authorities when it comes to child sex trafficking, okay? It's just unbelievable. So it should be interesting to see what she's going to do with her Twitter account. She's got 70,000 followers. It's just currently locked out. So I'm going to be paying attention to this one as it continues to develop. Guys, please share this video. Click the thumbs up button if you appreciate the efforts that I'm bringing here to the table to bring you this information. Don't forget to check the links in the description to find out how you can support me on Patreon if you want to financially contribute to my efforts. And that's all for today, my friends. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Stay tuned. We will have more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.